Hi there, Ben Grant, Lighthouse Controls, and I wanted to make this video because the thing I'm coming up against, okay, knowing what I do about wireless lighting control, it is not whether or not wireless lighting control is a good or a bad thing, but how it stacks up against conventional wiring systems, what the differences are. And now, of course, if you're an electrician and you've installed wireless lighting control, you're probably already a convert. It's a bit like if you drive a Mazda. The only people that drive a Mazda are the ones that have bought one before. However, if you are a convert for the wireless lighting control, if yeah, that's what distracted me from the joke. I was like, are you laughing at me or?
No.
I'll keep her upstairs.
Oh, okay, just go in 2 seconds. Yeah, so however, if you have not yet used a wireless lighting control and you're not sure whether or not it's for you, I think we need to have a chat about what a fixed wiring lighting system looks like and what a wire-free lighting system obviously offers you that a wireless lighting system can't. Now, of course, what I'm looking at here is the Lighthouse system. This is a completely wireless lighting control system. I say lighting control system because, let's be clear, it doesn't mean that you don't need power to your lights. You still do. It's just that all of the power that is being channeled down to the light switch before it goes through the switching array and then comes back up to turn the light bulb on and off is what the wireless lighting control does away with. So yeah, sure, you still need a cable that runs from your Lighthouse system, okay, from the receivers that exist in it, off to all of the various lights. That still needs to be in place. What you don't need to do is run switch lines, two-way switching, strappers, borrowed neutral, all that kind of stuff. It's all gone, it's obsolete, it's finished, sure. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here on this display board is we've got a number of different switches. Okay, they all work, these lights. Now you might be saying, yeah, sure, but you've just got a retractive switch and it's all wired. No, it's not, I promise you. Okay, this is a wireless switch. It looks like a regular switch, it's not. It's actually a wireless switch. And that is true for all of these, okay? And I guess what I would ask you is, which one is the wireless switch and which one is the fixed switch? And actually the fixed switch is this one here. And the reason that this fixed switch is actually on here is because I'm trying to demonstrate the differences between a wireless lighting control system and a hardwired lighting control system. What you'll see here is a number of different cables. And this setup just here is an exact mirror of this one just here. We've got our kitchen spotlights and we've got our kitchen cabinet lights. Actually, for your convenience, we'll get all of those turned off for a moment and we'll just deal with the kitchen. Yeah, okay, so bank 2, bank 1, kitchen spots, kitchen under cupboard lights. Now, conventionally, if you wanted to deliver this for the customer, what you would need to do is decide whether or not you are free plating at the light switch or at the light fitting. It's become quite a popular method of wiring that you do it at the light switch, and of course that's what we've done here. We've run the power to the light switch, the power then comes out of the light switch and goes off to the other light switch in the kitchen. That's needed because we've got the back garden light and that needs a feed at the switch, so hence why you've got a feed in, feed out at that light switch. But that's not all. You've also got your two-way switching, one for the kitchen spotlights, which I can do from here and from here. They're both wireless. And we've also got a two-way switching pair for the cabinet lights, which of course I can do here and I can do here. These are totally wireless. I haven't needed to do anything except for pairing up a 20 quid switch. So yeah, quite economical. All right, let's just put our kitchen spots back on. Now, of course, if we wanted to do that with fixed wiring systems, we would also then need our cables that take the power from our light switch up to the kitchen spots. Now, the kitchen spotlights is obviously wired into our rapid fit connection on the Lighthouse unit, as is this cable here, which goes up to here, which then obviously pairs with the packs onto our wireless switches. So let's recap, because this is probably starting to sound a bit confusing. In the original instance, we've got feed in, feed out, load 1, load 2, two-way switching 1, two-way switching 2. There's quite a lot of cables. In fact, so many cables that it can't actually be accommodated in the box that I've fitted in this example. This one here is a 25mm back box, quite a typical back box that you'd see on a conventional lighting system. What doesn't help is that it's just a regular switch, and of course if you did ask your electrician for a dimmer, the first answer would be no, and then after some negotiation, I imagine he'll charge you a couple of £100. He'll take the back box out, channel a deeper one in there for you, so that you could then accommodate the 2-gang dimmer to be able to allow you to dim those lights on a conventional wired system, which of course we don't need to do on a wireless system because we're using a dimmable pack. We just simply click and hold, and all of the electronics that are required to deliver that dimming, it doesn't physically exist at the switch, it exists in here, which is a far better place to put that electronic dimming circuit. So yeah, far easier to accommodate it there than it is to try and make a 2-gang dimmer work on a light switch where, like I say, you've got feed in, feed out, switch line, two-way. It's a mess. And the reality is that no matter what I do, I mean, that's not fitting, yeah? Unless I put in a deeper box, and that's a switch, okay? So a big problem. Big problem if you've had your electrician fit you a regular switch and then you ask for a dimmer. It's a significant problem. But of course, with our problem, it isn't one. Why? Because we can just simply click, we can hold our light switch down, which is paired to the kitchen spots, and of course the kitchen spotlights then can dim up and can dim down. If I want to add another switch, I can, and I can switch them from 2 separate places, which makes everything so much simpler. There we are. So yeah, there we are. So looking at them, there is a fixed wire system and the quite large amount of problems that it has with it. And then you've got a wireless switch system, which of course is a far more flexible, a far less permanent, and actually when you start looking at potential problems, a far cheaper solution than staying with fixed wire systems. And it's one of those reasons why making the move over to wireless lighting switching systems really is quite a smart move. It needs to be designed, it needs to be installed properly, but I believe that with a lighthouse control unit, bringing the costs down because the installation time is so much lower, the cost choice and the flexibility choice that exists between the two systems at the moment, that gap is much shorter now. And if you want to go for a wireless lighting system, really the lighthouse system's got your back. Yeah, it's very quick to install, it's very simple, it doesn't have any of those connections, they've all been done for you. So yeah, really good option that you should certainly consider if you've ever thought about moving away from a wired system. This really is the best choice to go with.